things outside of God. Yeah, he's talking about God. Allah knows what you're going to do, what's going to happen. But we have free will. We have to say what's going to happen.
Free will, if we really think logically about this, it's like a parent. If the parent who raises a child and wishes to mold that child into that's not unconditional love. Your duty is to teach that child, to prepare that child, and then to allow that child to spread its wings and go fly and make its own mistakes. If you expect your child, otherwise this would be like some big Shakespeare play, and God's up there like, oh, I like that character. But He knows what's going to happen, doesn't He? Yeah. God, all loving, all merciful, gave us what I consider the most precious gift of all, which is free will. It's up to us, and that's why I believe God helps those that help themselves. I love what the Sheikh says because it puts a counter to that understanding, because I do believe there are enough people of God, and we need to come together. That's the key. That's why the Christian Islam thing that they're trying to manipulate, no. But fake Muslims and fake Christians, and I'm just going to say it my way of saying it, no. And that's why I like to bring up usury. Sorry, anything that allows usury is, you are tacitly or actively supporting the agenda of the opposite side of God. Never mind what Jesus felt about it. Really. He gave us free will, I know that to be true, I love it.
Ken, what's your plan for the next few years? Staying here?
Do you know what? I actually said a prayer a couple months ago. I don't get depressed. I don't have that issue at all. Like when my mom died, okay. I say that it was quite depressing, but nonetheless, it was temporary. I had my mourning. I love you, Mom. I said a prayer like a couple months back, and I literally, it was a Muslim. Her name is Heidi. She lives in Thailand. She said to me, I respect her heavily, she's taught me a lot about Islam. She said, ask God, ask Him. Because the way I pray is I thank God for everything, including like the torture, the defamation, the imprisonment, all of it, especially that stuff, because that has allowed me to connect with the person in the street the way that an academic of high stature never could. So when I speak to a homeless person, I've been homeless. I've lived in holes in the ground. I've been in war. I've been abused. I've been molested. I've been all these things. Now I can either embrace the victim mentality, or I can be empowered by that injustice that I experienced. So I thank God for everything. But in this particular one, I followed her advice, and I cried in this prayer. It was a very intense prayer. It wasn't my normal prayer. And I asked God for an angel. I believe that I have had that angel, and without getting into the details, the bottom line is that my financial situation appears to be changing in a most positive way, without having to compromise any ethics, because I've always served truth. Money, I could have been rich long ago. If I wanted to use this, my mouth and my ability, come on, I'd have money then if I wanted money. I didn't care about money, I cared about deeper things, but it looks like the money situation that has really kind of held me back, it's going to change, and that's going to allow me to create the team and the community. I need a personal assistant. I need a personal assistant to get the contacts and be able to do all the stuff that a personal assistant does. I need a producer. The producer will deal with anybody who wants to interview me or set up things. I should be speaking all the time, and I need to sit down and write my books, and I will. I'm going to talk about Adolf too, amongst other things. I definitely got